Hi, my name is Josh. I'm with Liability Experts. I handle the medispa portion of the business as well as general risk assessment. First thing I want to talk to you today is about professional liability. Professional liability is essentially malpractice coverage, so anything treatment related. Any technician that you have listed on your policy will be covered for the services that they offer. Some examples might be a laser burn, a wax injury, or even a permanent cosmetic or microblading issue. There's a couple things to consider with professional liability. If you don't see that term on your policy, that means you're not covered for your services. Another issue that we see is if you see a policy with extremely low premium, chances are it doesn't even cover the professional liability component of your business. One thing I will mention is most professional liability policies out there, they'll cover the individual, but if you have a corporation or other technicians, it leaves your entire other business exposed. The most important thing that I've noticed is to make sure that you look at the exclusions on your policy. We had a recent example of somebody who had a 2-year policy for professional liability that covered permanent cosmetics and microblading. But when we looked deeper in the policy, she had an exclusion that said no coverage for anything around the eyes. So that completely negated her microblading services. Allied Beauty Experts offers free coverage analysis as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, we'll review your current coverage, any quotes on the market, and we can compare with what our policy does compared to what else is out on the market. The other thing we need to review is general liability. General liability is typically slip and fall or damage to premises that you cause. Most landlords or lease agreements require some sort of general liability. Some policies are only general liability, which means you need to also get a professional liability policy. Examples of typical claims for general liability are falling, slip falls. We've even seen some falls off the table, treatment table. We've seen trip and falls over wires, and even people forgetting their faucet running over the weekend. And since it's an occurrence form, you're covered into the future for those claims. What you really need to do with general liability is make sure you have adequate coverage, even if you're renting a room or a booth. You are responsible for that area, and if you don't have general liability, then you're exposed to any sort of claim that happens.